Enable New Zealand manages housing modifications on behalf of the Ministry of Health. We organise the different parts that make up a housing modification project, from helping to identify what modifications would be best for you, through to designing and building, and finally completion of the project. Our service is available to eligible disabled people who live in New Zealand south of the Bombay Hills. Housing modifications fall into two main categories. There are basic modifications, which include things like handrails, internal door widening, and installing lever tabs. There are also complex modifications, which include things like installing access ramps, platform lifts, and level access showers. Once a request comes through to us, basic modifications can usually be done in a few weeks, while complex modifications can take up to 18 months. The housing modification process starts when you think you need help to be independent. You'll need an assessment by an Occupational Therapist, otherwise known as an EMS assessor. To get an assessment, it's best to talk to a health professional like a GP who can then refer you. Once you get an assessment, the occupational therapist will look at how much loss of function you have before recommending the right solution for you. Keep in mind, the solution may not be a housing modification. In some cases, the occupational therapist will recommend other kinds of assistance, such as equipment. If a housing modification is recommended, there will be a discussion around how it might be funded. If you live south of the Bombay Hills and you are eligible for Ministry of Health funding, Enable New Zealand will start managing your housing modification at this point. You may need to undergo an income and cash asset test. This test looks at your income, cash assets, and expenses to work out how much funding you may be able to get from the ministry. You may have to pay for some of the modification yourself. Enable New Zealand will work with your occupational therapist and building consultant to finalise a solution, and then organise builders to start the work. If it's a big and complex modification, you may need to vacate your home until it's completed. Once the work is done, you'll check it to make sure you're happy with it before the work is signed off. For more information about our housing modification service, visit our website, call our housing team on 0800 362 253 or contact your assessor.